A Springfield father shot and killed at point blank. Nearly 30 years later, no arrests have ever been made.
But the family believes someone knows something about what happened to Frank Stanton.
Here's Elizabeth Van Mitri with tonight's Ozarks Unsolved.
Tonight, Frank's children are hoping to find answers. For some, for a father they knew and loved. Others, one they never met.
Somebody out there knows something. Somebody did it, and they know they did it.
A veteran who served during the Vietnam War, who loved his family.
He's a good guy. Everybody loved him.
Frank traveled the world and decided to settle in Springfield. He took a paper route job delivering for the news leader, something he did with his 14-year-old son, James.
I'd reach back there and get a bundle and put him in the floorboard. So that way he would be able to grab it and throw it.
The two would head out on the early morning shift, Frank driving his maroon 1985 Toyota pickup, delivering hundreds of papers. June 10th, 1993, a nice summer day for James. Frank woke him up to go on their paper route.
You know, I just tired, and, you know, I'm a young kid and stayed up too late. And so I just told him I was going to stay home.
Frank left the house. James says he went back to sleep until a phone call from Frank's boss at the paper. Frank hadn't arrived to pick up his papers. James said his dad had left and should be there.
Called again, said, "Can you check to make sure?" So I went upstairs, and his truck was gone. And I said, "No, he's already left."
At 4:30 that morning in the 1300 block of East Republic, an off-duty police officer found Frank's pickup truck on the side of the road. It's along the route Frank would have taken to work. James would get one more call that night from police telling them what they found inside of the truck.
I got another phone call from the Springfield Police Department, and they found him deceased.
But at the time, they couldn't tell James how. They'd found Frank with a small amount of blood dripping from his ear. They thought maybe it was an aneurysm, but an autopsy would find a .32 caliber bullet in his head.
Somebody does know something.
Trisha Miller, Frank's daughter, wants to know what happened.
We're hoping that someone in the public has something that they'd like to share and give us some ideas of who, why this happened to our dad.
No witnesses, no clues. Police interviewed delivery drivers who were near Republic Road that morning and narrowed down the time of the shooting to between 3:40 and 4:30 in the morning. The only thing to go on, one blurry photo of a man. Police released it saying it was taken at a convenience store close to where Frank's truck was found around the time he was shot. Detectives wouldn't say why they think this man might be linked to Frank's death. While the kids say their dad was loved, Trisha has also toyed with the idea that there could be something more to the story.
There were a few folks that just off the cuff may have had some ill feelings towards my dad, but just a few.
Including some he encountered during his time stationed in Germany. Trisha just wants closure and a feeling of closeness with the dad she never met.
So I was actually adopted when my dad came back from the Army.
Frank and Trisha's mother met when he returned from the Army. Her mother, unmarried in the 60s, decided to put her up for adoption. Trisha only found her biological family recently.
And after doing Ancestry DNA, I located my father's family 3 years ago this Easter, and also, you know, was thrilled to find his family, but the disappointment of finding that he was not here anymore.
Little did Trisha know, just 8 months before she was born, Frank had become a father to another child, a son.
The three of them here, mourning their father and asking for help, finding answers.
I mean, I want to know, is it going to do any good? I don't know that, but I like to know if, you know, why.
We did reach out to the Springfield Police Department for an interview on this case. They did decline. If you do have any information about what happened that night or anything that might lead investigators in the right direction, you're asked to contact the Springfield Police Department. For Ozarks Unsolved, I'm Elizabeth Van Mitri.